Hello everybody, I am Moldy, and this is Shadows over Loathing once again. In the last episode, we closed that rift in Zimmer's basement, and then we came to Ms. Brewster's and failed at solving a murder mystery that wasn't even a murder to begin with. Anyway, it's a message in hobo code. The code says, "Nice lady, but she only likes salesmen." Ah, well, not super useful to a non-hobo, but at least you got some translation practice. You're right about that. Now, how much XP do I have? I got 43. And I'm gonna need more than that to go taut hamstrings or overconfidence or literally anything that I actually want. I don't need no mysticality or moxie. The good eyesight. No. I'll hold off on that. Anyway, I think that's all we can do for now, aside from heading back to Plunkett Street and sleeping the night away. You stop dead in your tracks when you see three of those weird fishmen lurking in the mouth of an alley up ahead. They're peering around with their glistening, staring eyes and glurbling at each other quietly until one of them notices you, and its two companions start stalking toward you, making wet growling sounds. Ah, geez, what even are you guys? Glurb. Well, are you evil invaders, or are you natives that were displaced by urban development, seeking to reclaim what's rightfully yours? The fishmen confer briefly. Evil? Okay, thanks, as long as we're on the same page. I'm gonna... Damn, I ain't got no Cola Wars grenade. I can't soda in the hole. Well, I will fight them. I need to... What is that tentacle? Why is that here? A tentacle, buddy. Well, it's helping me, I guess. Anyway, I need to bash somebody over the head with a cello for 9 damage. And you there, I think you're gonna take a couple of rocks to the head. Before I go doing that, I got another AP to hit you with another rock, and while you're busy doing that, you can suck on this cello. There you go. He's a sleepy, and the tentacle slaps him into oblivion. You might say you've reduced those chumps to chum, but despite that being a pretty good fish pun, it would also imply the existence of much larger fishmen who would be attracted to the bait. I don't think you want that. No, sir, I don't, but I still got chum made out of them, and a fishman throwing spear. Well then. Hi, hello. Gabby grins and gives you a thumbs up. Why do you... this is fun, getting into fights. You like a good fight, Gabby? Yes, there are not usually so many fights around here. What an excitement it is. I noticed you do a lot of slapping. You know how to make a fist? A what? Here, look, you curl your fingers in like this, and you put your thumb over them. That's a fist. You squeeze that all tight and hit people with these knuckles here. It's more powerful than a slap. Wow, keen as a peach. Gabby's flap slap now does 3 more damage. Hell yeah. Anyway, time to go sleepy bye. Hey, Garplot, before you go to bed, I need you to approve a new tenant for the storefront next door. What? Why is that up to me? Charles shrugs. Yeah, someone's gotta do it. There are 3 applicants for the place. Well, what are they? The first applicant is Bertram's Bakery. Bert's a buddy of mine from my restaurant days. He makes a good loaf. The second is Rodkin's Fine Jewelry. A jewelry store could really class up old Plunkett Street. And the last is Jardware's Hardware. I guess if your name is Jardware, your options for rhyming business names are pretty limited. Let's get some hardware up in here. We could use a hardware store. Okay, I'll get them moved in and get the next storefront ready for applicants. Yeah, you do that. And I'm taking a well-deserved sleep. I did a lot of extra questing there, instead of just focusing down the main story. I see my luggage is still on fire in this fitful dream. All of your favorite pants gone. I mourn the loss of my favorite trousers. And who the hell are you? It's Jeff, a kid who used to bully you in 3rd grade. I could make amends, or I could just walk past him. But fine, I'll make amends with my bully. Hey Jeff, listen, no hard feelings, okay? I understand in retrospect that you must have had problems at home, and I just want you to know everything's okay now. Jeff swats the overdue library book out of your hands. Ah, I see. Since this is just a dream version of you, you're still as much of a jerk as you were in 3rd grade. Jeff suddenly punches you, knocking out all of your teeth. Hey, if this was actually happening, I'd be really mad. You pick up your teeth and walk away. I got my teeth! What a jerk. Yeah, fuck that guy. And the only way to interact with your inventory during a dream is if you had convinced Freddy to hold it for you at the exact moment you went to sleep. We went through this before. I did that. No, you didn't. I did. I asked Freddy, and he said yes. You don't even know Freddy. Yeah, you caught me. I'm just not allowed to look at my teeth right now. It's that scary army guy from the refrigerator factory. Apparently he's haunting your dreams now. Move on past him. Excuse me, I need to get past you, I think. I need to get past you, sir. General Bruce, sir. What? I am your superior officer, and you will address me as such. I'm not in whatever crazy army you're talking about, and can you tell because I'm not wearing one of those super weird hats you have on? He scowls at you. I already told you, soldier, it's just a regular... Wait a minute. I'm going to conscientiously object for a minute. He points a weird little device at his hat. It starts beeping in a fast, irregular pattern. You can see the phenomenon? Do you mean how your hat's all weird? Yeah. He furrows his ample brow. The president is gonna want to know about this. What president? I didn't even know we had one of those. Why would President Coolidge care what your hat looks like in a weird dream I'm having? Don't make me laugh. I'm not talking about clueless Cal. I'm talking about the real president. I see. That's right, soldier. You see well above your chin clearance. Next time we meet, I'm gonna be fixing that. He turns away, walks off the edge of whatever this is you're standing on. Yikes. I like to imagine he just kept on walking on nothing instead of just falling down comedically. This bookshelf is not behaving the way bookshelves do when you're awake. Well, I grab a book at random and the shelf puffs out of existence. Chaos at its discontents. There's the exit. Anything past it? No, doesn't look like it. Just a dead end. Well, back to the waking world I go. Now then, you weren't in here before, Sunglasses Man. Alarmingly, a man in an expensive suit is standing at the foot of your bed. What the heck? Who are you? You may call me Don Toblerone. I represent a certain organization of, shall we say, like-minded criminals. Organized criminals? Like the mob? Wait, you're the Don of the local mob. The mob boss in my room, personally? No, I'm not the Don. That's merely my nomenclature. It's abbreviation for Donald. Oh, well, that's confusing. It has been a matter of some confusion. Yes, I do have a sobriquet, but I don't care for it very much. What is it? Donny Thesaurus. I'm gonna hazard a guess they call you that because you like long words. That's very astute of you. Of course, my estuation comes as no surprise to me. My associators tell me that you handled yourself well during the conflagration at the refrigerator manufactorium. Well, I handle myself well all the time. This hand has lots of experience down there. I am here to propond for your considerationing a certain proposition. Come again? I'm here to make you an offer. Oh, can I refuse it? Certainly, though your refusation would be, shall we say, unadvisory. What's the offer? From time to time, my colleagues and I have certain requirements, but lack the necessary manpower to achieve them. At such junctures, we make lucratival arrangements with certain capable individualists. We find ourselves at this moment at a juncture such as the junctures I have thus subscribed. So you want me to do contract work for the mob? Exactingly. Okay, I guess that's money for me. An excellent decision, if I may articulize such. So what happens now? Just sit tight, as they say. We will call upon you telephonically. He gives you a curt nod and leaves the room through the window. It takes him 3 or 4 tries to work the latch. Alright then. So, I got this. Grants a combat skill. Free for all. Does 3 physical damage to all enemies and allies. Sure, why not? You read a few of the shorter poems. They inspire you to feats of unpredictable violence. There are some larger poems too, but they look kind of boring. You'd probably be able to appreciate them if you really made the time for it. If you do free for all, you will only deal damage to you and not your allies. Well, that's what the upgrade is, I would assume, but I lack the experience for it. I needs more experience, and I can throw that at people, and hey, there's my teeth. These are unmistakably your teeth. You can tell by the scar on the upper left second bicuspid, but your teeth are also still definitely in your gums where they belong. Odd. I got my teeth, but I also didn't lose my teeth. Anyway. Hey there, Garplot, how'd you sleep? Fine, until a mob guy crawled through my bedroom window. Oh yeah, that window is pretty lousy. Anyway, the next antique I need you to find is a compass. The directions kind, not the circles kind. The Detectatron says it's out near Crystaldream Lake. I don't know where that is, but I bet it's too far to walk. Do you have a car I can borrow? No, but I have something even better than that. 2 cars! A bus pass. The stop out front is your gateway to a whole wide world of adventure. Well, okay, we got a bus pass. Where do I go when I get there? Unfortunately, I couldn't get a more specific reading than near the lake. Something about the place is making the instruments go all screwy. Here, take this map. A Crystaldream Lake postcard. This is a postcard. It has a map of the lake on it. It has a picture of the lake on it. Yeah, that's what a map is. A picture of a place. That is some flawless logic you got there. And let's just mosey on out here. Also, we got Jardware's Hardware, and a blonde flapper cracks her chewing gum and gives you a sharky grin and a little wave. Hi there, big boy, you're Garplot Fudrow, right? Yep, that's me. Pleased to meet you, I'm Molly. Molly Buttons, they call me. Charmed, so how do you know my name? The boss sent me to lend you a hand and keep an eye on you, savvy? What? Hey now, I put in my 2 weeks notice before I left Poughkeepsie fair and square. Huh? No, not that boss, you palooka. The boss. Oh, the boss. You know. Oh, that the boss. Sheesh, if you can't, I can't tell if you got a screw loop or you're just funning with me. I like to keep people guessing. So, well, you're supposed to partner up with me. That's the deal, McNeil. And do what? There's a 20-something girl like you doing working for the mob anyway. Hey now, I ain't just a pretty face. She pulls a Tommy gun with a full-size drum magazine from behind her back, gives a flip in the air, and catches it with a mad glitter in her eyes. Holy jeez, put that away before someone sees it. Tee-hee-hee. Cripes, you have to whisper, the boss, but you're fine with waving a machine gun around in public? So are we teaming up or what? Well, welcome to the party, I guess. Molly has joined me as a companion. Peachy, you want I should come with you right now, or cool my heels at Fudrow's outhouse for a while? Well, guess you're coming with me. Gabby can wait at the old outhouse. Okay, you have it. Yep, let's go. We're gonna go hit some bricks and see what's going on in the hardware store. That's right, I'm Bellamy Jardware, and welcome to Jardware's Hardware. Just wondered, did you open a hardware store just because of the rhyme? Yep, that's pretty much the entire reason. Well, show me what you got. Anarchist's Hardware, matches, a sharpening stone, adds damage to weapons, work gloves. Yes, those work gloves seem really good. And you know what? I'll take everything you got. You got an unlimited supply of Anarchist's Hardware. That's fine by me. Anyway, what would this replace? It would replace... I did not realize... Do not know what I replaced. It may have been... something... I know it was something, but I wasn't paying attention to what it was. It might have been fucking the cufflinks? Yes, it was the cufflinks, which is fine because that ups my mysticality, which I don't really use at all. Now, let's put those gloves on. Whether your work involves making logs around in a campfire or stocking your armory with it for a snowball fight, these gloves have got you covered. Well, the hands part of you, at least. Well, alright then. Cold and hot armor. And I guess we're going to the fucking Crystaldream Lake. Chapter 2. The Spooky Forest. We're on the lookout for a compass. Maybe it's in here with this guy. The lighthouse keeper, presumably. Are you the lighthouse keeper? Sorry to bother you, my name's Garplot Fudro. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Are you okay? Yeah, just ain't talked out loud in a while. I get rusty. I see, lighthouse keeping's a lonely job, huh? Well, it's solitary, that's for sure. I ain't mind it, though. Ain't exactly a people person. What can I do for you? Have you seen a compass? I'm looking for a compass. The directions kind or the circles kind? Directions? Yeah, I got an old one I picked up at an estate sale about, 20-odd years ago, I reckon. I'd show it to you, but it's upstairs and the lighthouse is flooded. Flooded? Yeah, flooded right up to the top. Have a look by the window there and you might see a fish pass by. How, though? Pump broke. No, I mean, how does a lighthouse just fill up with water? We aren't even below sea level here. Something to do with the tides, I reckon. This is a lake. Anyhow, I need a Glaxton valve to fix the pump. There's a hardware store down the road a piece if you've a mind to help out. Valley Hardware. Well, through the window you can see the lighthouse owner. The lighthouse tower is entirely filled with water. The lighthouse keeper has put a little cork in the keyhole. Hey look, there's hobo code on the... No wait, that's an arcane oven. No hobo code here. Well, what kind of fancy foods can I make? Hot pouch, iced scone. I could get me some hot and or cold armor. What about the basic foods? I could get me some weaker hot or cold armor. But it also eats up the mana-enriched flour, which I want to hold on to because I did pick up the recipe for a dough baby recipe. That much I remember. Bank pouch full of meat. Oh shit, I forgot to open this. That's 300 meat. You tear open the envelope and collect the cash. I should have opened that a long time ago. That's a lot of meat that I could just be carrying around. And there's the dough baby recipe, which calls for 3 cups of mana-enriched flour with something called sandwich cream. If I can find me some sandwich cream, I'll be able to make a dough baby. Anyway, what about this book? War and Peace, huh? That's a hefty one. Mine's a bookmark now. Oh, of course. Looks like you just started. Been reading about 5.5 years. Your bookmark is still in chapter 1. I just about got up to the last sentence of it. I've been reading one word every day. War and Peace is almost 600,000 words long. Oh yeah, don't tell me how it ends. I won't. I've never read it myself. I ain't much of a reader, and that's what needs the fucking Glaxton valve. So, damn, that hardware store is quite a distance away. Well, down the road we go, I guess. What are we gonna run into? We usually run into things. Molly points out a sign posted at the fork in the trail. Sandwich Historical Village and Witch Trial Museum. Ooh, witches, let's go check it out. You like that kind of spooky stuff? It's the berries, gets the blood pumping, you know. Don't know what it's the berries means, but, well, whatever. Well, if they have a haunted house, you have to promise not to shoot any of the actors. No promises. Works for me. Let's go check that shit out, and then we'll hit the hardware store. Sandwich Museum. The village of Sandwich was home to a terrifying witch cult until all the inhabitants were convicted and executed in witch trials in 1692, and the village stood empty and uninhabited for hundreds of years. Come explore the town and learn more. Well, if you say so. This house was the residence of the Danforth family. So, shelves laden with identical jars of white stuff. Why do you have white stuff for sale? The Danforth residence has been converted into a gift shop for your convenience. Why not take home a jar of the sandwich cream that the village's chef export? The village's chef export besides witchcraft. Well, okay. Elderly woman smiles from behind the counter. You got some rubbing paper, a special piece of paper that for making rubbings of historical graves, such like that. Thanks to advancements in rubbing technology, you don't need any charcoal or anything. Sounds good. And give me that sandwich cream too. Oh, I can up my sleaze armor with that. So I got that sandwich cream. If I were to go back and use that arcane oven, I could make me a dough baby, but we can worry about that in the next episode, because I'm all out of time for this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Goodbye.